This video is brought to you by PGYTECH. I took 3 bags to Paris, used a different one almost every day, and somewhere around day 3 I realized I hadn't packed wrong once. Hey, welcome back to the block. I'm Roger saying, around here we explore the cameras, gear, and the workflows behind the content that we create. I've had these 3 bags in my office for weeks now. Different sizes, different shapes, different reasons you'd reach for one. And the more that I use them, I realize this isn't really a which bag wins conversation. It's more about figuring out which one matches how you actually work. So that's what today is. This is my current bag lineup from PGYTECH. The OneGo 2 backpack, the Roller, and the OneMo Sling. I didn't just test these around the office here. I brought all 3 with me to Paris a few weeks back, and that trip ended up being a real test. Different days, different shoots, different bag every time. And somehow it just worked. I'm going to walk you through exactly how that played out. The bag question doesn't get talked about as much as cameras or lenses, but it shapes your whole day. On a trip like that, with the different things I wanted to do back to back, the wrong bag costs you time that you don't have. Either you're carrying more than the day needs, or you're digging through a main compartment for something that should have been 1 zip away. What surprised me on my trip to Paris is that I never had to compromise. Carry on for the flight, everyday bag for the city. Each one had a clear job, and I never once thought, I wish I packed differently. So let's start with how this actually broke down in Paris. These 2 are my carry-on. The Roller held the bulk of it, 2 bodies, lenses, the heavier stuff, and even tripods. And I rolled it straight through the airport instead of wearing 30 liters on my back for an international flight. The OneGo 2 rode alongside it as my second piece, laptop and backpack setup. So between the 2, I had everything I needed without checking a single bag. This is the Roller bag. I'm gonna give you a little tour of it real quick. All right, this is cool because you can expand this to this height if you want to, or for someone a little shorter, you could adjust it to right there. But also you can see it's pretty wide. But what I can do is I can actually bring this all the way down, zip this up, the handle is gone. And then on this back side, I unzip, and then I'll fold this. There's a little hook here on the bottom, it'll hook onto here. I have backpack straps, so now I can turn it into a backpack in the wheels. Let me show you the wheels. They actually do pop off. I can pop these off, tuck them into the back here, pop these off, tuck it into the back here, and now I have a genuine backpack that I could just wear around with me. So no more roller bag. You've got, on the sides, you got pockets for tripod or bottle, whatever you want. On this side, same thing, but also it comes with this little tech pouch, and it is attached. Then I can detach this. You can also just use this as a tote. You got a couple of hooks here. I could use a camera strap mounted onto here and just wear it as a tote if I want to. And inside, I've got batteries, a power bank. You can slide here if it's red or green. If your batteries are live or dead, you'll let yourself know that. You could quick grab and go, fun little thing. Has an outside pouch as well, and a couple more on the inside, but yeah, this is just a little tech pouch that's additional. I'll just slide it into the side here. All right, let's take our bag up here and we're gonna explore it. All right, what's in my bag? You've got the 2 compartments on the side, some straps up top that you can add and remove, but you have these hooks on here if you wanna use those, because you could actually put your tripod in the sides or your tripod on top or jacket or something there. On the front, you've got this pocket. See how deep it is? My hand stops there. Put things in here that I'm gonna use on the daily or use regularly. You know, my wallet, my phone, I can put into here. What's cool about the zipper is that it has this loop on the end, so they're actually more for like theft protection. I tuck it in there, and that way somebody that wants to open it will struggle, and you'll feel that struggle happening as they try to get into there. But to get it back out, you just turn it this way, pull that back out, you can open. You've got another zipper on the side here, and this zipper actually expands the whole bag an additional 10 liters, which is pretty cool. There's actually plenty of space in there. I plan on putting a gimbal in here because I have a lot of stuff. But you have an extra sleeve on the inside. You've also got this zipper pouch, so anything that is important to you, you can actually put on the inside and hide that inside this extra extension. Now for the big one, we'll open up the actual pack itself. And this is the tour of what's inside my bag. So on the inside, we've actually got this Velcro strap, and there's room for, I don't know if you can see it, but there's And there's two different sleeves. I have one for my 16-inch MacBook Pro, but also my big iPad, the 12.9-inch iPad I have right here. That just sits in here. I like having that Velcro there because if the bag opens or it falls backwards this way, nothing's gonna slide out and fall out because that Velcro's holding it in. Okay, let me show you what I got in the bag here. I've got a lot of space. I like to have things on the inside. So, you know, I have my tech pouch on the outside, but it's still tucked into the side. I don't like to have a lot of things showing like my tripod, so I have it inside. So let me walk you through my bag. I've got on this side, I set it up to have longer space. So I've got this pouch of, you know, pens and such that I like to keep with me. I have a mouse that I use occasionally, but it's nice to have a travel mouse with me. I've got the Insta360 Luna Ultra, great for gimbal shots, and I put it right here. And I'm actually also currently traveling with the Extra Muse. There it is there. Just to have a secondary backup of a gimbal camera with me for those B-roll shots or tracking shots. Then I set this side up here to be long, so I can put my SD card case and reader into here, but also I've got a bunch of long items here. I've got my throw pod, so it's just a long selfie stick, but also at the same time I can push down and it becomes a tripod. So I like to have that quick release for me, but also it's really lightweight. So it's good to have one of these, especially for one of these two cameras here. I also have another thin tripod. This is one of my favorite ones. It's the MT22 from Ulanzi. It's really long, but also same feature. You click the bottom and then you get that tripod. So I like having that with me because this one's a little taller actually. It goes up to there. I could also use it as a light stand as well because it has 1/4-20 thread here. I'm going to show you that use in just a moment. Then underneath here, I do have a tripod. I've got my Ulanzi Coleman tripod. This turned out to be a really good tripod. It's lightweight carbon fiber, so I like to take it with me. But yeah, you can see how deep that is. I'm fitting 3 of my tripods into here, and I don't have to put it in here, but I like to keep everything inside just so that I have a little more control and memory of what's in there. Because when you travel with lots of gear, like keeping track of it, kind of a pain. So muscle memory to know that everything has a place in here. That's why I like it. Up here, I have my portable SSD. This is what I edit off of. This center piece right here, I've got a power bank stored right on the top. Keep that there just in case I need it. I've also got my Insta360 selfie screen. This is really great. And then tucked underneath, this is a lens that I'm not going to use often, but when I need it, if I'm doing events, I want to have this lens with me. This is my Sony 70-200 lens. It's a great lens for photography from a distance if you're shooting events. So I have that under there and I have it tucked away just so that it doesn't scratch and it gives me room. I do that and then I put this on top to store it there. Now, moving to this bottom side, it's kind of become my miscellaneous section of things that I may need. So clamp, MagSafe tripod, camera strap, carabiner in there, but also I've got a bunch of charging stuff here. I've got European here, I've got US, and I've got a bunch of cables underneath. But yeah, just kind of my miscellaneous section into the bottom here. So this is where I keep my cameras. This is my Sony a7CR with my 24-50, keep that on there, but also got my ND filter as I need it. And then this is pretty cool. This is my favorite product from Insta360. It is a cloth that sticks to itself. See how like static that is? And what I like about it is I could take my camera just for extra protection. I can put it in here, wrap it. See how that is like on there? Then I'll put this up and this up here and put my camera back in. Now I have a little extra padding around my camera for protection. And if I want to put stuff on top, I can. Another pouch of just tools and tech stuff. So dongles, USB readers, such I have into here. And then last but not least, I love photography and I love portraiture. So I've got my Neewer lighting kit here. I've got my transmitter to go for my camera, but then also I've got my portable flash here, my Q120 120 watts for photography. And underneath I do have the dome. So that's magnetic and it goes onto there. And so I could set this up as a flash, take some photos with it, and they turn out really good. So that is the inside of the Roller Camera Backpack. All right, I've transported items to the OneGo 2 backpack right here, just so you can see how it looks like with everything inside of it. So I'm gonna drop this off right on the table. Well, we've got our 2 side pockets. So in this pocket over here, you can put a water bottle or a tripod. I've got a bunch of 3D printed items for a video that I'm working on. Just mic stands, small mic stands, microphone holders. You also got these hooks all around so you could latch anything onto them, carabiner, anything extra that you need. Then on this side, I do have my tripod right here. This is my Ulanzi tripod, one of my favorite ones. Yeah, but as you can see, yeah, you get a quick access here to the side of the bag, but over here in this quick access, I do have access to my camera. So I set it up that way. I've got my camera right here, but I've also got the Insta360 Luna Ultra right here. I can just pull out and grab. But also there's a battery system right here where I can put my batteries, and you'll see there's a magnet. I could do the red for if they're dead or green if they are still good. I can put batteries into there. It's kind of cool. But we'll close that up. And that is the side pouch. What I like about this bag is the top pouch, the quick access. I can open it up, and then inside I set it up to have 3 different compartments, just kind of stock how it came. Right now, I've just got a bunch of Insta360 Luna Ultra accessories that I'm going to be reviewing, so I have this ready to go. Up here, we have this special Velcro, because this pouch on the inside can actually come off, but that's been there pretty good. But I have a pouch here, and I can put my wallet and anything that I need in there, inhaler for people like me, AirPods, that could all go into the zipper pouch right here in the front. But it's customizable, it's modular, so if you want to not have this pouch here, you don't have to. But the latch is cool because it's hard to open if you don't know that there's a latch on the bottom. And that's close, because someone could just try to get into there, but they won't be able to lift it without unlocking the latch right here. Now on the back side, when we open it, we've got a couple of pouches. I've got magnetic pouches now. This is a pouch right here for my giant iPad, magnetic close, and then also a giant pouch for my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Just close that up via magnet. It's nice that it holds everything in. Okay, on the inside, the thing that's very unique about this bag is that it's deep. So I have my power bank, and it's pretty tall. And usually with storage, I have to lay it down flat, but here I could stand it straight up and it fits right into this pocket here. I've got, this is kind of my camera stuff, extra SD cards, ND filter, polishing cloth, traveling mouse. Like I said, right here, this compartment that opens up, this is my Luna Ultra, but also I've got my A7CR on the bottom right here. Tucked into this cloth for safety, but it's so deep I can stack them on top of each other, and they do just fine in there. My camera straps, I've got my 3D printed tablet stand, then I've got my external display for my phone. Then this last pocket right here, I've got clamps, I've got just accessories that I need, wrenches, tools, camera gear, SD card reader, things like that, dongles, I have that all here. And then this top pocket here is closed via Velcro with everything that we saw before from the top side, so you can actually access it from the back. But yeah, that is the 25-liter OneGo 2 backpack. And then once I landed, this is what came out every single day. The Sling was my everyday carry the whole trip. Main camera, the lens I plan to shoot with that day, my Insta360 Luna Ultra. I'd leave the hotel with this on and not think about it again until I needed something out of it. That's the whole point of a bag like this. We've got 3 different sections, so let me show you. In this first giant section, the bigger piece is on the top. You have access to store things inside of. That's quick access for you, and since it's pointed at you, what I like to do is put my phone in there, anything I'm going to use quickly. Phone, sunglasses, I put in the top here because I could grab those out quickly as I'm wearing it right here. Just zip that open and grab it. And then also the zippers have this safety feature as well. So what I like to do, since I primarily wear my bag on the right side, I'm afraid of somebody opening the bag from this side. So I zip everything to the left side, and I take the outer zipper, this one right here, I tuck it into the security latch, and now that's hard to open. If you have that zipper, you can't open it because it's locked right there. Same thing works for the other side too. I just prefer to have it on this side. Okay, let's open up the main compartment. And in the main compartment, we have a bunch of stuff. So we have dividers here. You can set this up any way you want. There's also a little section in the back you put a tablet into. Like I can put my iPad mini right here and take that with me, and it works out pretty well. These are just compartments. I mean, divide this up any way you want to, you have that freedom, but it's nice that they have that for your tablet. Then in the top, you have room here for an Apple Pencil or a pen, and I open this up, and then you can put batteries inside of here, and also battery indicators. So you could say, you know, that battery's dead, this one's good, just used it, it's dead. But you can put your batteries into here. And also, since it's kind of the bottom side of it, what I like to do is put my passport in there as well, because it's harder to get to. Probably the most difficult spot of the whole bag. So that's the first of 3 sections, this kind of larger section. But what's unique about this sling is you have this middle section. We're gonna call this our second section right here, where you can put things into. So these are the things that you would quickly grab and go. So what I like to do is put, you know, you can put a gimbal in there. What I like to do is like put a tripod right here, tighten this so that it doesn't go anywhere. And now you have your tripod on your bag, ready to go. That's section 2, just an open sleeve. You can even put a jacket there too. So I've got this jacket. I'm probably gonna wear it eventually as it gets colder. I could tuck this into here. And now I've got a jacket for later and my tripod. Now the last section, this is kind of where I keep things like sunscreen and, you know, toiletries, anything that I need on the go, is this outer pocket. I open this up, and then there's just this pocket right here where you can put the things that you need to quickly access. Another version of this, I would think, but I like to keep all my easy access things right here. What made the trip work wasn't any one bag. It was that each one had exactly one job, and none of them were trying to also be something else. So here's a quick creator tip while we're on this. If you only own one bag, pack it the night before tomorrow's specific shoot. Not generically. Don't leave it loaded with everything I might need. Decide what the shoot actually requires and pack just that. It sounds small, but it's the difference between grabbing your bag and walking out the door versus standing in your office for 10 minutes second guessing what you packed 3 weeks ago. This episode is supported by PGYTECH. All 3 bags shown today are linked below, and PGYTECH's running a mid-year sale right now if you want to grab one. So here's where I landed on each one. After actually living with them on a real trip, the Roller and the OneGo 2 as a carry-on pair worked better than I expected. Wheels for the heavy lifting through the airport, backpack for the second piece, and I stacked that on top of the Roller. If you travel for shoots more than once or twice a year, that combination is worth building towards. And the OneMo Sling is the one I'd tell almost anyone to get first. It was my everyday carry for the entire trip, and never once it felt like the wrong call. Single camera, the lens I wanted for the day, and room for my Insta360 Luna Ultra. It was fast in and fast out. None of these is the best bag on a trip. All 3 were the right bag, just on different days. So I keep coming back to this idea that the right tool isn't always the most capable one. It's the one that matches the actual shoot in front of you. We do this with cameras all the time, picking the body that fits the job instead of always reaching for the biggest one. I don't think we apply that same logic to bags often, even though we probably should. That's what I've done here. I don't think it was overkill to bring them with me because each one had a job and they all worked out. So thanks for spending some time here on the block. If you enjoy exploring cameras, gear, and workflows like this, subscribe and come back next week. I'll see you in the next one.